Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss these fascinating stories from the world of rare coins. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss what's coming up. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. A tiny object, no bigger than a fingernail, yet carrying with it a story that spans continents, kings, and economic shifts. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey into the world of one of the rarest coins ever minted, the South African quarter from 1947. Now, 1947 may not seem that long ago at first glance, but in coin collecting, every year tells a story. Post-World War II, nations were rebuilding, economies were shifting, and the world was taking stock of its treasures. Amidst all that, the South African Mint produced a coin that would quietly become one of the most sought after treasures for collectors worldwide. Let's start with its physical presence. You might think, it's just a quarter, right? But don't be fooled. This coin carries precision craftsmanship that reflects an era when coins were not just currency. They were a symbol of national pride. Minted in silver, with a meticulous attention to detail, every line, every curve tells a story of artistry and history. If you run your fingers over it, you can almost feel the hands of the artisans who shaped it decades ago. But what really sets this coin apart isn't just its age or its beauty, its rarity. In the world of numismatics, rarity is the heartbeat of value. Most coins from that era were mass-produced, designed to circulate, to buy goods, to pass from pocket to pocket. But a handful of these quarters were struck with a slightly different die, a subtle variation that made them virtually unique. And it's these subtle differences that collectors hunt for, the hidden secrets that turn an ordinary coin into a legend. Here's something you need to understand. Collecting coins isn't just about money. It's about prestige, legacy, and history. Men in their 50s and 60s know this better than anyone. We appreciate things that endure, that have character, that tell a story across decades. Owning a coin like the 1947 South African quarter is like holding a fragment of the past, a piece of a world that no longer exists, yet whose echoes are felt even today. Now, you might wonder, how do you even verify a coin like this? It's not just about spotting it in circulation. It's about studying weight, dimensions, and fine details in design. Experts will examine the coin under magnification, looking for differences in lettering, spacing, and the precise shape of the motifs. Even slight deviations can mean the difference between an ordinary coin worth a few dollars and a legendary piece worth far more. Collectors also pay attention to condition. A coin in pristine condition, one that has barely seen the touch of human hands, is immensely more valuable than one that has been circulated and worn. In the 1947 South African quarter, some examples survived in near-perfect condition, hidden away in private collections, almost untouched for decades. This scarcity, combined with historical significance, is what turns a coin from a simple artifact into a treasure of immense value. What's fascinating is the stories these coins carry. Imagine a man in 1947, perhaps a soldier returning from the war or a farmer tending his land, holding this exact coin in his hand. Maybe it bought groceries, or maybe it was tucked away as savings. That single quarter represents lives, hopes, and the economy of an entire nation. It's a silent witness to history, and for collectors, that is priceless. And while many coins from that period are available for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, this particular quarter occupies a rarefied space in the collecting world. Only a few exist in private hands, and the ones that have come to auction in recent decades have shattered records. Each sale tells a story. Each new owner becomes part of the coin's ongoing history. This isn't just numismatics, it's legacy. For men aged 55 to 65, there's something deeply satisfying about connecting with history tangibly. Most of us grew up appreciating things that endure, that have intrinsic value beyond fleeting trends. A coin like this isn't just an investment. It's a conversation starter, a story, a family heirloom in waiting. You can imagine passing it down, telling the story of how it survived decades, a tangible link to a past that shaped the world we live in today. And let's talk about intrigue. Rare coins are often the stuff of legend. Collectors whisper about them in hushed tones, each coin a puzzle waiting to be unlocked. The 1947 South African quarter is exactly that kind of legend. Even today, people search for it in private estates, in forgotten boxes of family coins, in dusty corners of collections. The thrill of discovery, the suspense of uncovering something rare, it's part of the magic. Be why now? You're probably wondering, what's the value of such a coin? I've built up the story carefully because the answer is remarkable. While many quarters from the same era are worth modest sums, this particular 1947 South African quarter has been valued at a staggering $17 million. Yes, you heard that right. $17 million for a coin smaller than your thumb. It's the ultimate example of how rarity, condition, and historical significance can combine to create something truly priceless. So, whether you're a collector, an enthusiast, or simply someone who appreciates history, the story of this coin reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold incredible power. They connect us to the past, challenge our assumptions about value, and offer a tangible piece of legacy that can last for generations. And that's why, if you want more stories like this, more treasures from history that make you pause, reflect, and marvel, make sure you're subscribed. Because the world of rare coins isn't just for collectors. It's for anyone who appreciates the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary. And remember, this tiny 1947 quarter isn't just a coin. It's a $17 million story waiting to be held.